If you've ever tried explaining Delulu to the Salulu to someone over 30, you know TikTok slang is on another level.
Jaxon, what did she just say?
I don't know what she said. Don't ask me. That's the problem.
Delulu to the Salulu. Benny, what's Salulu?
Solution.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Delulu to the Salulu.
I was thinking like we're going to be Delulu at the Salulu, and I thought Salulu was salon or the saloon.
Oh yeah, when we're getting our hair done, we're Delulu.
Yeah.
Today we're diving deep into slang born from the internet, how memes changed how we talk, and how we went from bodacious to skibbity in just a few decades.
My soul dies a little bit every time you say skibbity.
Skibbity.
Ugh.
And you'll definitely want to stick around for the surprising origins of some of your favorite slang terms. Welcome to
ReactCAST.
That's right. Well, hey guys, are you all ready to speak slang? Talk
Yes.
slang?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Okay, well, introduce yourselves to our wonderful audience and viewers at home and listeners at home.
All right. My name is Jaxon. I've been on here, I think maybe 2 times now. This is fun. I love being on podcasts.
And he is going to explain to us all of the Gen Alpha and Gen Z slang.
Yes, I am the resident young man.
Benison!
Benison here. I'm a slang master, dude.
He be slanging
I'm
it.
slanging it, bro. I've been slanging. Only gonna slang. You know what I'm saying? Here to slang. Nicole was like, man, who's the resident slanger?
It's Benison.
Yo, fam.
There you go.
Oh, dear.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
this.
And of course, we have our wonderful host for this episode. It is the
Hi,
one
guys.
and only Nicole.
Yep. And I love etymology. I love learning about how words have become or evolved into what they are today. And I did some deep dives into a lot of these slang terms, and we're going to have fun talking about them. We going all the way back on Skibbity, too. I'm going to give you full origins.
Oh, I
wow.
know the full origins.
Okay.
I know the full origins.
We'll see.
Okay, well, we can't start the episode without the very
Well, we
famous-
also have Abhi.
I try and just sometimes skip past me very quickly. Yes, and you've got me here, Abhi. I'm here in
Hi,
the
Abhi.
producer's seat. I will be chiming in with some conversation and some maybe devil's advocate or maybe some just general thoughts.
He's just going to make fun of us the
Sure.
entire time.
Which he does.
Which he does.
I might throw in some British slang in there as well.
Ooh.
Ooh,
You
the
know?
British have slang.
Crikey. No.
Hobknocker.
Well, we have to start with the most famous thing of all ReactCAST that the viewers and the listeners are always asking for. It is a theme song.
Okay.
Yay.
Joe started something,
I
and he's
know.
never gonna.
He
It's his.
did, and I'm never singing the theme song.
Yeah.
So Jaxon volunteered to sing the theme song this week.
And Benison volunteered to be the backing vocalist.
Oh, I'm a good back vocalist. Ad libs, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And let us begin. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to ReactCAST.
ReactCAST. Nicole, Benison, Jaxon, Abhi. Together, all together on ReactCAST.
Hey.
Oh.
Slang together. Talking all the time about things we say together. Nicole talking at the host. Benison next to me, and I'm saying anything off the dome. ReactCAST talking ReactCAST. Abhi, hit us with something. Go. That.
Yeah.
Welcome to ReactCAST.
Oh. Wow.
That worked, guys.
That end transition was so smooth.
That was nice.
Wow. Jaxon, you killed that, bro.
Yeah, that was claps.
Let's just say it was much better before we actually started recording.
No, that was
No.
that was really amazing. And of course, before we get started, just some housekeeping for our wonderful listeners and viewers and audience members that you guys can also chime in on that. Be sure to follow us on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you're listening to us or watching us. Keep on watching us and giving us your love. It's what's keeping us going. It's what's keeping me alive. It's what's giving me drive and motivation. Give us a 5-star rating. My
5 stars, give us-
self-worth is coming
What?
from this. But no, please do give us all of your love, and we hope to just make more stuff that you guys enjoy.
All right, we're going to start with the present. How TikTok, the internet, and social media have really fueled modern day Gen Z and Gen Alpha slang, and we're going to see how much you know. Okay, Jaxon, this one really is for you, although Benison, you can chime in. What does Riz mean?
Riz is the shortened word for charisma. I don't know where it comes from, but I just know that to have Riz means you have charisma, and you have the ability to talk to what is it? A preferred partner, whatever, you know? To have Riz.
You got Riz?
Do I have Riz? Are you asking me?
Bro, this guy's dripping in Riz.
You better stop. Oh,
That voice kind of lost it for me, to be honest.
ready for you.
I would say, actually, I do know where Riz came from. Do you know where Riz came from?
I don't know where it came from. It popped up.
I can't say his name because Abby makes fun of me every time I say it.
I don't make fun of you.
Where does Riz come from, Abby?
I love you, Nicole. I never make fun of you. Well, as Nicole said, it comes from a Twitch streamer known as Kai Chinat.
What did you just say?
That's what Nicole says.
That's how you say it?
No
I
way.
thought I said a Kai Chenet.
Kai Chenet.
I don't know how to say his. I don't. How do you say it? Kai. C.
Kai Sinat.
Yeah,
Kai
Sinat.
Sinat.
Kai
Jeez.
Sinat.
Oh my gosh.
Kai Jaxon.
like
Kai
that.
Chinat? What did you say? Oh my
I
god.
don't know. It's Cenat.
Sinat.
Kai Sinat is the person who is credited with popularizing the term Riz in the mid 2021. And also, there's a new kid who's popped up, the Rizzler.
The Rizzler, the kid.
The kid. To be fair, I don't know why I like shuddered at it. I think just hearing you say Rizzler, I think that's what got it for me. But that kid is awesome. I love the Rizzler, that little kid.
For people who don't know who the Rizzler is, please tell them.
Well, there's so much etymology just to him alone. Started off with these two guys where it was Big AJ and this Big AJ and Lil Justice or something along. There's Big Justice and Big AJ, something along those lines, and they were known as the Costco guys.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys were like, "We're Costco guys. Of course, we're gonna walk around while eating a chicken bake." And then they just did a bunch of different things. Do you know what I'm talking about, Benison? You've never heard of these guys? Well, they got popular.
Benison, hi.
No, I think
Hello.
I know the Rizzler.
Welcome to
Is
the
he a
podcast.
kid?
Yeah.
And does he have a... He's not the guy with the dad.
No, it's basically, so to actually explain that,
Hopefully he has a dad also.
I would hope so.
Yes.
but those two became really popular. And then the Rizzler, like, he was popular very, very briefly for doing like the quote unquote Riz face, where you suck in your cheeks and you raise an eyebrow at the camera and it looks like, you're like a model. That was, and it's like Blue Steel from, what's the movie again?
Zoolander.
Zoolander. And this kid just did it really well. And I think Big Justice, the kid, was like, "I want him as a friend, Daddy, let me become friends with him. Oh my gosh!" And then brought him on to their TikTok channel, and then they all became popular together. And then flash forward to now, they were on Jimmy Fallon, and
Wow.
yeah, they just became that popular.
Jaxon, you should have been the Rizzler.
He has a good...
He's got a full Riz face. All right, next question. If I'm Gen Alpha and I'm talking to my friend Becky about one of those rap guys' girlfriends, what phrase would I use to describe her? You know this song.
The what?
Becky.
Is it Becky, look at her butt?
Yeah.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Yeah.
Other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get
get
sprung.
Yep.
So there is a phrase that is used to describe an attractive person with an often emphasized physical feature.
What physical feature? Nicole, can finish.
A nice hourglass figure, if you will.
A
Referring
rump.
to specifically.
It evolved from the word goddamn
Oh.
God damn.
and was popularized by a Twitch streamer named Your Rage in 2021.
Oh.
Yeah.
The phrase the slang word starts with a G.
We should just wait for Benny to get it.
I got
Yeah.
it.
Say it.
I got it.
Gyat.
Yeah.
No. Say it.
Oh, look at that. God.
All right, we talked about it a little earlier, but if I'm Delulu, what am I?
You're crazy. You're delusional.
Do you know where Delulu came from?
Some girl shows up to Lululemon and she's like,
Yes.
these pants don't fit. This is Delulu.
That's correct. That's actually how it happened.
Your people.
What? Koreans? Let's go. 대한민국, let's go. Korea. We said Delulu?
Delulu came out of the K-pop,
really?
the K-pop fan culture. In 2014, it started as a derogatory term for obsessed fans.
Oh, wow.
Delulu.
Is that how you say it?
너 완전 Delulu.
Oh.
You're so Delulu.
Keep going. This is amazing.
I mean, I could do that all day.
Well,
What's
here's the
your voice-
other
Yeah,
two terms that came out of it were Salulu and Trululu.
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 Yeah,
That is the Trululu.
That is a Trululu. What do you think Trululu is?
That's the Trululu.
Instead, when I think it's a rebuttal for saying Delulu. When someone's delusional, it's like, no,
No.
it's Trululu.
It's Trululu.
Like, it's the Trululu.
It's the truth.
Oh my gosh. I pulled that out of my... God.
But Gen Z has actually embraced Delulu, and they say the Delulu is the Solulu, drawing parallels to the idea of manifesting or faking it till you make it, because you're delusional to the solution, but if you believe it, it'll happen. But that makes my brain hurt, and I hate it so much.
That's just manifestation.
Yeah, but don't be Delulu.
You're not. Delulu is the Solulu.
And it's Chululu.
How do you feel about Delulu to the Solulu?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
I actually don't mind the lulu. That's kind of fun.
Concept makes sense.
Are you going to start using Delulu to the Solulu? Cholulu?
I'm gonna be going around and be like, I only tell the Chululu.
That's the Trolulu.
Yeah.
Right there.
All right, this one was a weird one. Do you know what mogging is?
Kind of. A little bit.
What is mogging?
It's mogging when you're like trying to look better than somebody else, I'm pretty sure. But I don't. That's the one that I was kind of confused on. But I do know what it is.
Can you use the word in a sentence?
He was practically mogging everyone at the party.
Sounds bad.
Mogging is like a term of like, oh, he looks better than.
Oh,
you
so it's
know?
a positive thing.
It's technically a positive thing.
Is it though?
It's used as like a kind of like a jab, being like, oh, he's mogging. Well, maybe not a jab.
Abhi, had you heard of the term mogging before I sent it to you?
I have not heard of this term before.
Had you heard of the term mog?
Did you know about it before you had to do research on it, Nicole?
I did. It comes from the pickup artistry community.
Oh, the worst kind of people.
Because I remember...
I love how there's a community of these people.
Oh,
Yes.
the Andrew Tate people, the pickup artist.
The pickup artists. In 2010s, I remember the term AMOG, which was alpha male of the group.
Oh, wow. That I didn't know.
Yeah. When you go into the pickup artistry community, it is a real weird place. But I've been at bars where pickup artistry seminars were happening.
Seminars is wild.
And
Seminars is
Oh my
wild.
gosh.
And like I would be like, what is happening? Why do like there's ways that people like guys would approach you. Like they hold your hand in a different way. They talk to you in a different way. They open their body to you in a different way. And I knew, like, I had done a lot of research on the pickup artist community, so I knew it from like a journalistic background. And I was just like, whoa, I know what's happening. And then I would see the people that I knew, like Mystery, and I actually, the only reason I even got into that is 'cause I was 4 times in a row, guys walked up to me and said, "Oh, you smile like Paris Hilton," and I was like, what? No, I don't. And what a weird thing to say. And I was just like, why do they keep saying this to me? And then it was in Neil Strauss's book, The Game, that talks about the pickup artist community. It's a direct line from that. So they weren't even being original when they were trying to hit on me.
They could have said you smile like Kim Kardashian at least or something.
Okay,
you know?
again, I'm old. So Paris Hilton was
Paris
the Kim
Hilton.
of my time.
They could have said smile like Sigourney Weaver or something.
That's too old.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Well, look, here, Benison, I know you're engaged.
Yes.
Correct? Mm-hmm. Also, congrats, by the way.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Benison.
Come on.
Yes. So, was there ever like a pickup line that you ever did with your...
Me.
Ooh.
No pickup lines for
The
me.
best pickup line is honesty.
Boom.
Okay, Abhi. All right, we're talking about getting women. We're talking about in the club. Oh, yeah, bumping, grinding.
That's what
All
I
the
say.
above.
I go to them and be like, pickup line is honesty. And they're like, yeah, that's so sweet. And then boom,
Oh, you know?
boom,
There you go.
boom.
Boom.
Like, hey, I'm not going to beat around the bush. You know, I don't want to like, just directness is
Sure.
the best pickup line for some.
Like that. You have a pickup line.
A pickup line? I mean, not necessarily. I guess you kind of have to feel it out and try to feel the situation. Not to say that I am any sort of like...
Rizzler.
Yeah.
Any sort of rizzler.
Well, speaking of, do you know what a female mogger is?
A fog.
A fog. A fogger.
A fog? That just sounds like a girl farting. That's like,
There's mogging and there's fogging.
that does not sound appealing.
And I think the funniest thing that I learned on WikiHow when I was researching mogging was that the Christian life has picked it up as man of God.
Yes. Man of God. Jesus.
Okay. Oh my God, you guys are both so amazing, so cool. Literally the hottest people I've ever seen. Can I get your autograph? What am I doing?
Fangirling? Stanning? I don't know.
Stan. That's a bit old.
But Stan
Yeah,
is
Stan is
slang.
old.
Stan is old.
Stan is a slang.
Hitting on us. That's what you're doing.
I mean, that is true. You're just, oh my God.
Hitting
I have
on-
no idea.
Hitting on you is also slang.
So I will give that this was not a term that I knew, so it must be a Gen Alpha term. Glazing?
Glazing.
Yeah, go on, Benny. Use it in a sentence.
Glazing. This guy wouldn't stop glazing this other guy. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, bro. I'm pretty sure that's where it comes from too. I'm pretty sure that's where it comes from.
Stop saying come.
Oh God!
Yeah. It comes from our friend,
Our friend.
Nicole's best friend,
Kai Sinat?
Kai Sinat.
Kai Sinat.
Kai Sinat.
Kai Chinat.
He did it on Twitter in 2021, and it became a popular TikTok meme for my glorious King LeBron James.
I mean, the only thing that I think of when I think of glazing is glaze on a donut.
You're taking a donut and you're topping it with just
Yeah,
too much.
yeah.
Or you're laying it on thick.
Yeah,
Laying it on
there we
thick.
go. Exactly.
And finally, that glazed donut. If I steal it for a friend, what's that called?
Oh no.
You know this one.
I do know this one.
When
Benny,
you
do you
steal
know
it from a friend, a glazed stealer.
I will tell you, it involves our friend again, Kai Chinat.
Kai Chinat.
The way
He says something when
Kai
you steal
Chinat
something.
apparently is
when you
just
steal
the-
something from someone.
Yeah.
Does he say it or does his friend say it?
Well,
No, I don't know.
It's in reference to his friend.
Yes. A lot of these come from the streamer community. And Kai Cenat being one of the most popular streamers of all time.
Yep.
Popularized a lot of things. So
No, I have no idea. Stealing something?
the term is phantom tax.
Oh yes, I've heard the kids say that.
Yes.
The
I don't.
kids is wild.
The youths.
Wait,
Can you
Speaking
use
of
it?
that, what makes you what do you think makes slang stick? Because that was just
overuse?
a funny inside joke that is now literally part of Gen Alpha lingo.
I think all of it was overused. And not just phantom tax was was just a little inside joke. But then Gen Z took it to another level. All of this stuff is Gen Alpha lingo. Gen Z made a joke out of it being like, oh, this is brain rot. Brain rot referring to all the stupid things that Gen Alpha would be saying. So they mixed them together into a slew of just unintelligible stuff. So it would be like Kai Cenat, Ohio, Riz, Phantom Tax. All in the same sentence being referred to something. See, look, Benison is...
No, I understood all of that.
just completely just... It's nonsense, and that's the whole joke is that it's nonsense.
Well, I'll say, so speaking of nonsense, we're going to take a step back from TikTok and Twitch. A lot of modern slang comes from the internet, which is the birthplace for a lot of spread of information, starting with millennials until now. There are for sure some weird words and phrases that have crept up along the way, and we wanted to dive into a few of the harder ones, like your favorite term, Jaxon, skibbity.
What is it?
Skibbity.
Skibbity.
Okay, before you start,
Skibbity.
Benison, what do you think the origin of skibbity is?
The origin of skibbity. Oh, I have no idea. I know kids use skibbity.
Okay, define skibbity for us.
Skibbity just, I think it's not good.
Not good.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
I guess you're not totally wrong.
It's just like,
But you're not totally right either.
because
No.
I've only seen these on TikToks where parents are asking kids to say, and they're just like skibbity toilet, and skibbity this, skibbity that, or he's skibbity, that's skibbity,
That's
and it
skibbity.
sounds negative.
Technically, the way that's being used, yes, it is negative.
Abby's total skibbity.
Abby, you're a total skibbity?
I am losing brain cells.
I'm so confused.
I'm losing brain cells.
I'm totally skibbity.
I'm never skibbity. Is that good? Oh, sometimes I'm skibbity.
Skibbity.
Can we
Jaxon, what is skibbity?
Before I get into it, I just love how Benison is just I don't know what this is. I'm gonna rock with it. I'm gonna keep going with it.
Yeah.
It's
have to.
It's
Are we?
Don't
are
you just
we
love
all
those
skip?
terms in slang which mean so many different things? You know, she looks bad.
she bad as hell.
Right?
looks bad.
Right? Or she just looks bad.
Depends
So
on
it's
how,
how
you
you
use it.
say it.
Skibbity.
So skibbity technically doesn't mean anything.
There we go.
What?
There we
What?
go.
What?
Delulu is the salulu, guys.
the?
So-
means nothing.
So
What?
So this is how it came about. It was an animation made by this guy on YouTube using a sound from TikTok. And that sound from TikTok, I'm not sure what the language was, but it was a song that was like skibbity dum dum dum, yes, snip schnibbity dip, something like
Skibbity
that.
dum 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 dum.
Yeah. And so it was remixed on TikTok with the song when you see us in the club, they be acting. I don't know how that song goes, but they mixed them together. It's like skibbity dum dum dum, yes, skibbity dubbity nip nip. So that song was put on an animation from using Source Filmmaker. Source Filmmaker is the animation that was used for Skibbity Toilet using models from a game called Half-Life.
Benison,
Sorry,
at
my-
what point did you start thinking, what is this?
No, I like this. I like this a lot. I'm learning a ton.
Yeah, it goes very deep. These animations. This guy puts off a one-off animation using that song of this guy's head popping out of a toilet, singing the song, and doing like very jerky motions with the guy's head.
Okay.
It's just an animation.
The guy is Alexei Gerasimov.
Yes.
Gerasimov.
And then it becomes a whole animated series, and like there's a part 1, part 2, part 3,
They're
involving.
like part 95.
What are they doing
It's
in their parts?
It's a battle between an alliance of humanoids in suits with electronics for heads fighting against the human-headed toilets.
Wow.
Human-headed toilets is very...
Human-headed toilets.
You've definitely seen this, no, Benison? On YouTube, online. The
You've never seen
human-headed toilet?
Skibbity Toilet?
Skibbity toilet?
But even if you go further back from that, the song Skibbity Dom Dom Yes Yes is by a Bulgarian singer named Bizer King. And the first thing that went viral is a Turkish belly dancer did a dance to that song.
That's the one that I loved the most. That was
which is so amazing.
Yes, it's just a Turkish guy, and his stomach just jiggles
He's like
perfectly.
dancing. Yep. But even before that, in 2018, there was a group Little Big from Russia who had a song, Skibbity. And they actually had a dance challenge, and it was like one of the earlier TikTok dance challenges called the Skibbity Dance Challenge.
Amazing.
Blowing my mind. Blowing my mind.
Wait for it.
Wait. Why? They were in the toilets? Did they dance in toilets?
No, Nicole's going to go further.
Oh, I was going to go further back because the actual origin of skibbity as a nonsense term came from Scatman in the 90s.
Man.
Skibbidi-bidi-bum-bidi-boop.
Yep.
Bum-bidi-boop. Skibbidi-bidi-bum-bidi-boop.
It just sound like scat.
Yeah. So as part of the scat community, it was just this nonsense word that Russia picked up as like a word term that they used for nonsense. And then Little Big, who also, did they win at Eurovision?
That's a very good question.
They either won or they definitely came in like the top 5, top 10 a couple years ago with their songs. But Skibbity was one of their big songs that took off.
They were supposed to be in the Eurovision, and then Eurovision got cancelled that year.
Yeah.
I see.
There's a new terrible brain rot word
Oh my God.
coming
Oh my God.
from all of this.
Oh my God.
I'm just going to show it to you. We're going to post it on here. I'm going to have you guys try and read this. It's bolded.
Oh, I know what it is.
Say it. Oh, wait, actually,
Yeah.
Benison, try and read
know
it first.
this already?
Yeah, it's a problem.
Get up.
Say it in like say it in the
Get
theme
it. Huh?
of say it in the theme of Cotton Eye Joe.
Na 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 na. Get a gotta daga daga do. Get a digga do.
And I'll say it and then I'll relate it back to Skibbity Toilet. Basically, it's like gidagadi dagada. And it was like
Kids are out here doing
Daga
this?
diga daga da o.
gidagadi gidagada.
Oh, I see. I
Daga
can.
diga
I've
daga
been
da
married a
o.
long time ago. And then it's just someone singing Cotton Eye Joe in a weird accent.
But there's an animation.
There's an animation of a chicken nugget that it's like with a Roblox default face on it that
I'm not with this time. I just don't know any of that.
you know,
Released in 2024.
and it was just it was like an AI like mouthing to like someone's mouthing it and it was on top of it like a McDonald's chicken nugget.
I feel like I might have seen that nugget.
But to relate it back to Skibbity Toilet, it was basically just this is just kids content that just went too far. I work in a restaurant
Okay.
and they just give kids iPads and they just have
Fair.
them consuming media at 20 times the rate that we ever did.
Which is definitely a problem because I think people have just used the easy solution.
It's just like, okay, my kid, okay, here, take care.
Get them to shut up by giving them an iPad in a restaurant, and it's
And
I
then
just see it.
the
and I'm
other
like,
part of it is, man, content for kids is weird.
yes,
Yeah.
But I will say that I feel like the Teletubbies really kicked off. The Teletubbies and the Wiggles.
Kicked off weird.
Oh,
Change.
don't you dare slander the Wiggles! Don't you dare keep the Wiggles out of your mouth. The Wiggles and their fruit salads stay winning. All right, yummy.
The Wiggles active from 1991.
Yeah, the Wiggles were a little past my time, and they are
I
weird.
love them. I love the Wiggles. The tree down in the valley, yo. Oh, the rattling bug right down in the valley, yo. Oh no, the rattling bug right down in the valley, yo.
Benison, thoughts?
I only know the fruit salad song from the Wiggles.
Yummy.
But like the Wiggles are great. Teletubbies, I like them too. They're a little weird though.
They're weird.
And
Yeah.
the little pancake vacuum.
There's another one called Booba.
Oh, yeah, I remember Booba. That
Booba
was
was-
that
that
weird,
was a
like,
weird one.
baby head thing.
Yep, Booba was weird.
Booba?
Oh
Look
my
up-
God,
look up
Google
Booba.
Booba. Anyone at home, Google Booba. It is nightmare fuel.
What was programming for kids in the US? It was
Yeah.
so different.
All right, these next couple are pretty easy. Ratio.
To ratio. So it's
I'm good at math, and I'm very good at ratios.
it is. It has to relate to that. It's not off of that.
It's actually just math, to be honest.
Technically,
math.
yes. So it comes from Twitter specifically when either you comment on someone's post or you quote retweet somebody, and your quote retweet or your comment gets more likes than the original post.
Wow.
Yeah.
That happens often. I mean, a lot of the time I'm looking at comments on funny videos because they're so good. So I can see that happening.
Yeah, and it's really funny to notice, like, this is like a really bad take, and you notice that it has way more comments than it does likes on a video. That's also a ratio.
Right. Oh, so you say it's ratio?
It's I'm going to ratio this person. This person has been ratioed.
Got it.
Based.
That one I'm kind of confused. I know it, and I have used it, but I don't necessarily get it. Doesn't it come from 4chan?
It's popularized by the rapper Lil B, the bass god, who used it to describe being true to oneself and not caring what others think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Like having a based take.
Yeah.
Almost like being grounded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, I was thinking like basting.
Basting like some chicken.
All right, well, this next one's a food one. Shavakado.
Shavakado.
Shavakadu?
Shavakado. Shavakado. No, Shavakado.
You're
like
right as well.
Jackson's probably right.
Yeah, haven't you heard it? It's from Vine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shavakadu.
Shavakadu.
Shavakado.
Shavakado.
Shavakadu.
That was never slang, though.
Izzy Rocha uses it often as slang.
She used a lot of things as slang.
That's true.
She's also part of the gay community, which uses a lot of slang that I don't even know anything about, and I just roll with it.
Well, actually, a lot of the slang comes from the gay community.
Yeah, a lot of
That is
slang
true.
comes,
Well, see, and I wanted to throw it back a little bit further to some older terms. Let's see if you know. Pound.
How do you spell that, Nicole?
PWNED.
Pwned.
Pound.
Oh my
Did
gosh.
you just say pound to pwned?
Oh my gosh.
Pound.
At least you know this one, Benison.
Yeah, I do know pwned.
Benison's like, oh, pwned, that's me, my generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one.
Explain it. Explain it.
It's just like really owning something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like really.
To epically pwn.
I just pwned you.
Yeah.
You just got pwned, bro. You just got pwned.
Used early internet in like video games.
Leet.
Leet speak.
Leet speak.
I don't know leet.
Leet speak was so there's pwned.
Oh, it's called leet speak.
Yes.
I
that
got it,
type of talking. Yes. It was pwned. What other words are in that? I don't know.
When you're gaming, you just got pwned. You got pwned. Yeah.
You got pwned. The epic style. I don't know. No, the leet speak is usually referred to like for video games.
Hacker and gaming subculture.
Yes.
Like GG, but people always said GG, right?
Ooh. What is the G in OG?
Original gangster.
Yeah, gangster, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sir.
Derp.
Sorry.
Oh, noob.
No.
Noob.
Oh, yeah.
Noob is definitely there.
But what was you said? Derp.
Derp.
Oh gosh, derp.
Derp.
Derp was like it's silly. It's nice and silly. You
You know
know.
where it comes from? You know where it comes from.
It's like there's a couple things that it came from. It was like Rage comics where they would say derp, but it was I remember there was like a My Little Pony
Or I
thing.
guess what popularized derp?
The only thing I
You
can
like to
think.
quote it often.
Oh god, I quote it. What do you? I derp.
Oh my God.
Ermagerd. Oh my god.
They.
Think of impressions.
Oh my god, they killed Kenny.
It's from South Park.
I didn't know it was from South Park. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Derp derpy.
Ugh, it became a way to refer to like nice and silly. Like, oh, I'm being a little scamp, aren't I? Like, it's just disgusting. It's disgusting.
I would
my
say I
God.
feel like I used a lot as like I don't know why we would call them like derpy ducks
Derpy ducks because they're stupid looking little.
because they're stupid little ducks.
stupid little ducks. I think we're ranging into your territory now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like derp.
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 Derp. I don't use derp though.
There's a fun term. I'm just gonna go off book for a second. Did you ever hear the term milkshake duck?
Milkshake duck.
Nicole.
I
what
love
you
talking
say?
about milkshake duck.
Is it just a duck that was like on the milkshake machine that like shakes?
No, but that is a thing. I know that milkshake duck too.
Milkshake duck.
No, milkshake duck was a term that was coined on Twitter or X, formerly Twitter, that described it was, oh my God, everybody loves milkshake duck. 5 seconds later, you find out they're problematic. And it was a video of a duck drinking a milkshake. And then the term was the idea that everybody jumps on something that's trending or viral or fun. And this is like the beginning of like really like viral content. And then you're like, look at that woman. Like she's so funny doing that thing. And then 5 seconds later, you find out that like she's a Nazi.
Oh wow.
It's a milkshake duck.
Milkshake duck.
I
A
see.
milkshake duck is like, oh, you fall in love with something because it's like funny, but then you realize that secretly, like underneath it, it's super, super problematic.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Huh. That's really interesting. Actually, I've never heard of that.
That's
Ducks.
because you are a
Yeah.
milk. No, I'm joking.
It sounds so innocent for what it is.
Yeah. Milkshake duck. But the only thing I'm thinking of is like. It's either at like boba shops or at like shake places where they put like where
They have those like machines that like
they
do
shake
things.
it for you and they
And
have
then
like a duck on it.
Yeah. But that milkshake duck is probably problematic. It's super racist.
Oh darn.
Definitely.
All right, the next section I wanted to get into was the evolution of slang. So we're going to throw it all the way back to the 80s. How many 80s slang terms do you know?
I don't know any 80s. It's
You
too
do.
old.
I
It's too
think
old
you'll be
for me.
You
surprised.
absolutely do.
Too old for me.
No, because people were saying it before you were even born.
I already started with one.
You started?
Bodacious.
Oh, yeah, Bodacious is good.
Rad.
Rad, I'm not sure if it's 80s.
Yeah,
it could
rad's
even
a
be
little
earlier.
more. Yeah,
Wizard. That's an 80s term.
I believe it.
Damn. You guys don't even know it. Oh my god, I feel
70s. Rad came out in the 70s.
Rad came out in the 70s. Can you see if wizard is a term? I have heard
No,
it.
wizard is definitely a term.
Wizard. Okay.
I just didn't know if
Wizard
it was
I've heard
80s.
as well.
Yeah.
Wizard. Dude, that's totally wizard.
What do you think were the
bro.
biggest drivers of 80s slang terms? Because, you know, they were pre-internet.
Music. Probably music, where they would refer to stuff.
What was big in the 80s?
Cocaine.
Yes,
Yes.
it was.
MTV.
MTV.
MTV movies, surf culture, valley culture, and importantly, ballroom culture.
Ballroom, as in like dance and like proper culture.
No. New York City ballroom, which was the LGBTQ underground culture of like voguing and they would throw these parties to really like embrace who they were, but they were definitely in secret. But a lot of like our popular slang terms come from that era. Slay, work, serve, it's giving, snatched, mug, shade, tea, mother, vogue, all come out of the New York City ballroom scene
In the 80s?
in the
still?
80s, which was led by the Black and Latinx LGBTQ communities.
But I feel like Slay, Serve, like all of that is now.
That's because
but
we've
it's from
taken
the
it from that world that started in the 80s.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Damn.
We're both like, for the audio listeners, we're just looking at
Speechless.
each
Yeah,
other. Like,
sorry,
like,
we're
we don't
just
know
like
what's
speechless.
happening. We're just like, huh.
All from the 80s. Mm-hmm. Wow. It's awesome to see how they last, and then like we're still using it now.
Oh, yeah.
And like people don't know the history of the terms that they're using.
I thought Slay was way more recent.
And then also the 80s saw the rise of Valley Girl Speak, California surf skate culture, and then hip hop slang coming from the Bronx. Totally grody, tubular, bitchin', bogus, dude,
Tubular.
chill pill, stoked, amped, shred, bodacious, sketchy, dank, hella, bomb, what's up, baller, hyphy, trippin'.
Hyphy. What is hyphy?
High
High fidelity.
Actually, can you look up what hyphy is? Because like I know hyphy music is a type of music that came out of NorCal. It was like a I don't know mumblecore hip hop.
I'm
little bit.
hoping it's high fidelity. I'm hoping.
It's spelled H.
HYPHY.
Yeah.
High
That back half of that list, feel really good about that. I don't know,
bodacious. Tubular. Absolutely, totally tubular.
It's short for hyperactive.
Damn.
The movement peaked in 2006 in the Bay Area.
Damn.
Bay
I thought it was so cool. I thought I would have been. If I guessed that right off the bat. Ooh.
All right, then we're moving to the 90s. Now you know these terms. What are some of your 90s terms?
No, keep it going.
Come on, Ben.
Oh, come on, slang. What do I say, bro?
Bro.
Bro works.
Yeah.
Bruh, banging.
Do you know what the worst thing is, though? You probably say these words
Yeah,
and don't
see,
even
exactly.
realize
Exactly.
that that's like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
kinda.
lot of like grunge, alt rock is sort of starting at this time. Reality TV is starting to take off in the 90s, and that's where you're starting to get dumb terms.
Jersey Shore. Big fan.
No, Jersey Shore was later.
Jersey Shore was like 2000s. No?
Yeah.
Well, that would make
you
sense.
have
That's why I know it.
Real World, Simple Life,
I never
Road
saw it.
Rules. Wait, I'm sorry, you don't know Real World?
Well, I know of Real World. I don't know the last two you said.
The Simple Life?
I don't know Simple Life.
The Simple Life was Paris and Nikki, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I don't know. I know the name Paris Hilton. I don't know what they look like.
You
I'm
don't
sorry,
know what Paris
you know
Hilton looks
Hilton
like?
It's
No,
okay, dude. She's
I
not that
don't.
important, bro.
Yeah,
Ah,
damn
she's
right.
still pretty important.
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
feel like Paris is still relevant.
Oh no,
is
yeah,
still
yeah,
relevant.
she's relevant. She's just not important in my life.
She's an amazing human being.
Both not important in my life, and I don't think she's relevant anymore. Is it a she?
Yes, it's a she.
Okay, just making sure.
Wait, you didn't? Yeah, I mean, I'll stop.
And then we go into the 2000s. You have the millennials to the Gen Z switchover. You've got meme culture, emo slang, and texting abbreviations. Everything's got shorter.
Because you had to make it shorter.
People just got lazier.
Yep.
Well, it's not
Or
that they were
smarter.
lazier.
Well, no, I'm sorry. We had T9 texting,
Where you
which
had
made
to-
it very hard to text long words.
So like,
You're saying we as if I didn't
Yeah,
live through that. I definitely
well,
did
well,
that.
you should
Yeah, I
know.
did
That's
that.
the problem. If you don't know, having to retype the same letter over and over, trying to make it small because you didn't want to.
I
deal
was
with
actually
that.
very good at it. I could do it one-handed. I could do it blindfolded. I could probably do it faster than you can type a message.
Oh, that's not even.
No
Oh, that's not even close to true.
Okay, let's keep going.
YOLO, on fleek, bay.
I hated that. I hated those
Bay?
ones.
Bay was great. On fleek.
On fleek, I didn't love on fleek.
I didn't like
Fleek.
on fleek either.
YOLO.
YOLO's fine.
Well, then 2010s brought Gen Z full tilt, and you went from YOLO to JOMO.
I don't know what JOMO is.
Jomo.
Joy of missing out.
Never heard of that in my life.
Opposite of FOMO.
I've only used FOMO, but I've never heard of JOMO in my life.
It did go from YOLO to FOMO to JOMO.
Yeah, sorry. YOLO, FOMO, JOMO. Say it with me quickly. YOLO, FOMO, JOMO.
YOLO FOMO JOMO.
Keep going.
YOLO FOMO JOMO. YOLO. Someone I'm you saying I'm a human. What I gotta do that through the must be human, innovative, in the mid-row, so that anything you say is ricocheting off me.
Skibbity.
Okay, you got me.
But also, this is when we get RuPaul and Drag Race, which is kind of one of the first big shows that brought all of that ballroom slang into modern day pop culture.
That would make sense.
And you also get drip, woke, flex, clout, slaps, vibe, lit
Wow.
that start coming into our world.
Do you know what Bay means? Bay?
May I love you, you my everything.
But it stands for something. You know what it stands for?
I didn't know it stood for anything.
BAE. Bay.
Base stands for something?
Yeah, Bay stands for
Nah,
something.
base just like love, right? Lover?
What does it stand for, Nicole?
Before anyone else.
Yeah, before anyone else. You're my Bay.
Oh, you're my bae. Benison, you my bae. I love you, girl.
So think
love you
about that
back.
when you're calling your bae.
Before anything else.
Anyone
that's-
else.
Anyone else.
Ah,
You're
actually,
basically prioritizing and putting your
Wow.
bae.
I love that.
Do you refer to your fiance as bae?
We call each other babe. But I would
Babe.
say,
that's
yeah.
a bit,
do I
that's a
say-
bit 2000s, my friend.
Is it?
I don't know.
Babe. I would say babe if I'm in a relationship. I would love to say babe.
I say my love.
You say
Oh,
my
you say my
love?
love.
I do say my
Cute.
love. I do say my love.
There are people who say hun.
Hun.
Yeah, I don't
That's like, I feel like that's after you're married.
I would say I call my husband Durkle.
Okay. No, we're not skipping that. No.
Okay, 2020s.
I'm sorry. No. She just said
20
Durkle and you want to skip that?
I thought she said Urkel, like Steve Urkel, and I was like, okay, great.
No, with a D. D-I-R-K-L-E.
Durkle.
What?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Do you know the term Herkel Durkle?
No.
Do you know the term Herkel Durkle?
No, I'm looking it up right now.
What is Herkel Durkle?
Abby will tell you when he finishes typing.
Herkel Durkle. To Herkel Durkle is to linger under the covers of a warm bed long after it's time to get up.
Oh my.
What?
So I'm Herkel, he's Durkle, and our cat is Furkle.
Herkel Durkle. I'm so glad I didn't skip that. I'm so glad I caught you on that. I know you wanted to move on so bad, Abby.
The time. We've been here for like an hour, guys.
Oh
Let's
my
keep
gosh,
going.
Herkel Durkle. That's insane.
And
That's super
then
cute.
once we get to the 2020s, we go from Gen Z to Gen Alpha, which I do feel like we've talked a lot about Gen Alpha slang already.
But you should say this one word, Nicole. You should.
The term of the 2020s is chuggy.
It's not. I'm here to put an end to it, and so before the episode, I said that I was going to say something on this, and I didn't tell Nicole what it was. Chuggy.
1 second. Benison, Chugi.
I have no idea what.
Oh, you
Chugi
don't know what
is.
Chugi is?
No.
Feel free, Nicole,
no,
because
you
I
can-
know I'm going to go on. I want you to describe
Chugi is
it.
one
Yeah,
of the
let me-
greatest words. that
Abby,
is-
what is chuggy?
Chugi. Something outdated, cringeworthy, or trying too hard to be trendy.
So
It's
like,
not- it's not
not
positive.
good.
It's
like,
No,
oh,
it's
homie's
not
too
good.
It's like,
chuggy.
it's a bit chuggy.
That's a bit chuggy.
Like
How do you
Jackson's
spell?
a
The-
bit chuggy. Right
But
now.
also the term chuggy is in and of itself also chuggy.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh, it's trying to. Chuggy's trying too hard.
Yeah,
Huh.
chuggy.
All right.
Okay, moving on to
No,
the
no,
next
I am
segment.
No, Abby,
segment.
I know we're going over. I have to talk about this.
Tell
Go
us.
for it.
Talk to
Go
us.
for it.
Chuggy is not a real term created by Gen Z. It was a term created by millennials trying to. This is propaganda. This right here is propaganda. Chuggy was made by millennials saying that it was a Gen Z thing. Gen Z has never used the word chuggy in an actual context ever.
Are you Gen Z?
I am Gen Z.
You just used chugi in a sentence.
You've used it more than I have
To
in my entire life.
describe the word, no. It was put on BuzzFeed by millennials to try to push a word that never existed. It never existed. Nobody actually uses the word in an actual context. It was not the word of the decade. It did not exist. It is not a real word. Put that on my gravestone.
I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of chugi.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm going to kill you. Now we can move on. That was the thing that I wanted to say.
Okay, I'm gonna run the segment. Foreign slang origins. So these are gonna be some words where you use them, but do you know which country they may have come from? So we went through one of them. Delulu, of course.
Where is that from?
Where's that from? Were you guys paying attention?
My people.
Hangul.
What does Hangul mean?
Hangul is like just Korean in general.
Oh, Korean.
Hangul.
Korean. Okay, amazing. Giga Chad.
I would assume Greek because giga means big,
Ooh.
but Chad is an American thing.
Do you know what it means, Benison or Jaxon?
I do, yeah.
What does Giga Chad mean?
Giga Chad is like Chad refers to like the cool guy,
Yeah.
being like they're always named Chad in like movies and stuff like, yeah, his name is Chad. But then it started to refer to as a good thing because Chad was like, oh, the cool guy that everyone likes. And then Giga Chad was just like, I think that's where the Riz face comes from. It was like, but I don't. It's where the very sunken in jaw where it's like, you've seen it's like a
Giga
black and
Chad.
white.
Yeah.
You know, it's like overly cool, overly awesome person. But Giga would be Greek, no?
Any other guesses? So it's not Greek.
Australian.
Australian. Closer. Actually, I don't think you are closer. I think Greek was closer. It's actually coined in 2017 on a 4chan board about Russian model. So it's Russian. Russian model Ernesto Kalimov, who's the perfect human specimen destined to lead us against the reptilians.
I want to.
That's where Giga Chad came from.
I want to shoot my brains out after that statement.
Okay. Next word. Which this one's gonna be a little bit easier. Sigma.
Sigma, which is Greek. Which well, it itself is Greek.
Are
but
you Sigma, Benny?
Yes.
So you have Alpha, you have Omega, you have Sigma.
Sigma, yes. I am. Sigma.
Sigma, I think, is like would like refer to like the best of both worlds, right? Where Alpha being like the
Yeah.
top dog, and then
Yeah.
Omega being like the soft underpart.
Yeah.
But Sigma being like the best of both worlds, where it's
Exactly. Yeah. Sigma is think IQ plus EQ.
So me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You are very
You are very Sigma.
Okay. Mewing.
to mew. I don't know. Wait, where does it come from though?
What does it mean, Jaxon?
To mew is no, this also comes from pickup culture. Mewing specifically comes from pickup culture, where you put your tongue at the roof of your mouth
Yes.
to accentuate your jaw.
Yes.
But I don't know what country it comes from.
Yes. Take a guess. It's close to home.
Did it come from the UK?
It did.
Oh my goodness
It came
gracious!
from the United Kingdom as British orthodontist Dr. John Mew in the 1970s.
See, my favorite thing to do when I don't know who made something, I put John or Michael in front of it. So it's like John Apple or like John Microsoft or something like that. Or it's like, I love saying that all the time.
There's always a John.
So now you
or
know
s-
Dr. John Mew.
Yeah, Dr. John Mew invented mewing. You know, John Michael Gravity invented it, you know?
It's a little bit darker because he basically talked about the perfect male like form and body. And I feel like there were some studies that he was like telling his son to like not eat food and like practice like tightening up his jaw because like he wanted the perfect jawline, but then the son sort of picked it up and ran with it.
But it's just a way to accentuate your jaw. So it looks like the sharper jaw you have makes you, in his words, makes you a better looking, better male.
Correct. And actually, Dr. John Mew was fined by the NHS, the National Health Service, for providing inappropriate treatment.
It's also not even proven to work.
Yes, there's no science behind it, necessarily. Okay, finally, baddie.
Love
She
me
a
a baddie,
baddie.
bro.
Comes from which country?
Already know. A baddie. Ireland.
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 No.
Say it with an Irish accent.
Paddy the baddie.
No.
Oh, that's also, it might be Scotland that he's from.
Think Central America.
A baddie? There's Brazil?
That's not Central America, guys.
The
Venezuela.
US?
That's south. That's still south.
North of Venezuela.
America?
South of America.
Cuba.
South.
Close.
What?
Yeah, I would say south. East?
South.
I'm trying to think. So it's Cuba.
Southeast.
Yeah, southeast of America.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru,
Oh,
Republic Dominican. Republic Dominican? Or Republic Dominican Republic.
Oh, keep coming back.
Okay. Oh, I just forgot. Oh my gosh. United States, Canada,
Yeah.
Mexico,
Ooh.
Panama,
Oh,
Haiti,
oh,
Jamaica.
oh.
Jamaica.
Jamaica, she a baddie. In London, we actually grew up with there's a lot of Jamaican immigrants that came to London. So I grew up with a lot of Wagwan, Bamba,
Wagwan ting.
Wagwan ting, that ting is. Yeah. Okay, Nicole, take it away.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like we're kind of at the final wrap up, and we're going to talk about what the future of slang is, and what do you think AI's impact is going to be on the future of slang?
I think I've talked enough about this, about like where I come from when it comes to slang. Hearing all this for the first time, Benison, what do you think of all this?
Ah, man. So first of all the slang that I used to, or I still say now, it's very like from the past. And a lot of this new stuff is cool to see that it's derived from the past, but they're making up stuff. The meme stuff is really interesting. Like I just don't know as much of the memes, I guess, that turned into, man. How do I think? And then the future.
Well, I'll give you. Gen X started with exaggerated, laid-back slang. They created new words, but it moved very slow. Once you got to the millennials, it started to move faster. You had the introduction of the internet. You started to have abbreviations, and then humor and sarcasm started to come into the slang world. Gen Z was a lot more rapid. They had a lot more meme-based commentary and slang that came out of it. And all of their slang is a little more short-lived. Like, they don't have the same lifespans that, like, the slang out of the 80s and 90s tended to do. And then you get to Gen Alpha, where it's brain rot. It's bizarre, nonsensical, and like it moves ultra fast. Like a term comes and goes pretty much overnight. So what is going to be the next evolution of that? Like, how do you go faster than that?
I don't know if we go any faster. It's going to be just as fast, if not faster. And then we're just going to lose some of it quicker.
Would you like to hear some words that ChatGPT gave me?
Sure.
I just typed in, what are the new words in the generation? Zoot.
Zoot? Oh, I'm totally zooted, bro.
I'm
like that?
Yeah, I would say it like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like mad
zooted out of
zooted.
my
To
mind.
chill out or relax in an ultra cool way. Zoot.
I'm zooted off I'm faded out my
Yeah, exactly.
Scrinkle.
These are fake words.
These are fake words. These are made up words. These are what
God.
ChatGPT is giving us. Scrinkle is to act excited or hyped in a contagious way.
I'm so sprinkled right now.
I
Yes,
kind of like
absolutely.
sprinkle.
And finally, drip flux.
Drip flux.
A moment or style that's so on point. That outfit, full on drip flux.
Yo.
Yeah, I think we don't need to be worried about AI, to be honest.
No, see, I think terms are going to come and go. I think now terms have the same lifespan as memes now, as opposed to being mainstays in culture. Like all these things that we're making fun of now, like all these Gen Alpha phrases aren't technically slang terms. These are just random phrases that are coined in a meme context that they will come and go. And we're making fun of them because of how nonsensical they are, because they are just completely stupid. That's why brain rot came to be. It's that we're making fun of it like it was a meme in Gen Z to make fun of what kids are consuming. So it would be Skibbity Toilet, Ohio, Riz, Phantom Tax, all this stuff, all combined into one stupid phrase to show off how stupid it was. So I don't necessarily think that this stuff is gonna stick. All this stuff are just memes in English format, or just a spoken format.
What is the purpose of slang?
The purpose of slang is to fun ways to communicate with one another that develop the English language forward.
I don't think it's developing the English language. I would say it is exactly what you're saying. Fun ways to communicate with one another. It's a sense of community. It's a sense of deepening our relationship because we're all in on it. Like, one generation slang, they communicate with each other because, this is our thing. So, people from the 80s, they say their 80s slang like, totally tubular and like, all that sort of stuff. And that's their camaraderie, their community, their communication with each other. So you kind of feel like this more of an informal relationship.
Sure. But I also do think that it's just because of the internet, it's just sped up so fast. And the main ones will stick, but half of them are just going to go to the wayside. And it's just they're jokes for the sake of jokes. Sure, I mean, tubular is a fun way to say it, and probably back in the 80s, but it moved so slow back then you can probably count them on your hand what things you had.
That's true.
You know,
Well,
so that's
okay.
why they stuck around.
And I feel like Gen Z, like, sped stuff up, but also kind of slowed things down. And like, there's been a surgence in like younger Gen Z of wanting to like not go out, to like be in bed by 9 p.m., to like not drink, to not sort of do all of these like fast paced things that millennials were doing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you think that perhaps Gen Alpha will even go one step further and slow things down, or do you think they're going to speed things up?
I think they're going to speed it up.
I'm not sure. I think they might start looking for slang from other places. Like, it's not going to be derived from the internet, or they might want to slow things down.
Oh, I disagree. I think it's completely going to be fast-paced. It's going to be more fast-paced than we can even think of, specifically because Gen Alpha was grown up with iPads. A lot of it is. There's going to be obviously some outliers, but they're going to be looked on as weird because they weren't given an iPad as a kid. And I think Gen Z is going to change that, where because we're looking at all this and we're looking at all these kids given iPads, we're just be like, that's not what I'm going to be when I'm a parent. And we know that ahead of time. So I think Gen Beta,
Yeah.
Gen Beta is
Is
going
the
to be
one
the
to
next
slow it
generation
down.
that's going to slow it down. But Gen Alpha, I think they're screwed.
Well, I'll end with this. Skibbity Toilet is totally a milkshake duck.
I'm gonna vomit.
Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this incredible episode. So again, reminding everyone, you guys did amazingly. Thank you to the reactors. Thank you, Jaxon, Benison. Give us a little round of
Oh,
applause.
you said that. That kind of went over my head.
And can we also thank Nicole, our wonderful host, who is constantly educating us on the etymology of some of our favorite words. Again, be sure to follow us on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Keep watching us, keep engaging with us, keep commenting, and yeah, tell these guys to give us 5-star ratings, guys. Go on.
Please, I beg of you. They will not let us leave until you give us 5 stars, please. We are stuck in your phones and your computers until you guys give us 5 stars, please. I beg of you. I beg of you guys now, please.
They don't feed us. They don't give us drink. They don't.
Oh, I feed you.
Oh, Nicole does feed me.
But I'll feed you more punishments if they don't give us 5
Oh
stars.
God, please give us 5 stars.
They lock us in the studio, shackles, until
right.
they give us 5
Okay,
stars.
amazing. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys. I love etymology
It's
so much.
so much fun, right?
It's so fun.
Do you love etymology?
Yes.
Benison?
Yes.
Use etymology in a sentence.
I love it. I love it.